Okay, today I want to talk to you about totalitarianism, which is a form of authoritarianism, and in certain forms is also called fascism. So all the same as far as I'm talking about this morning. What it is a centralized dictatorial government that requires the complete submission of people at the expense of their personal freedoms. It is oppressive and intolerant of any views or practices except those espoused by the state. So first of all, does any of that sound familiar to anyone? I'll read that again. What it is a centralized dictatorial government that requires the complete submission of the people to it at the expense of their personal freedoms. It is oppressive and intolerant of any views or practices except those espoused by the state. So that's what it is. Now let's talk about some of the strategies of totalitarianism. How do they work? Okay, so I've got a bunch of bullet points. Let's roll through them. First of all, here's what they do. Make sure you take action in small enough increments that people will endure it and not rise up against it. Too much, too fast, will help them to realize what's going on. But under fascism, you go slow, you take it easy, one step at a time, and then people never respond because it's always too small. So everything we are, little by little, gets traded away, but it's never enough to make us stink over. Right, second strategy. Inspire trust and a false sense of security with what appears to be benefits, handouts, and things for free. If you play it right, this can be made to look like the government cares and they're concerned and they're trying to protect you. And so all policies, both the incremental deprivation of freedom along with the handouts, are devised with this byline. It's for your protection and good. This is for you. We're doing it because we're trying to protect you. Now, this strategy has a dual benefit. You can create both a sense of obligation to the government and also dependency on it. The third strategy of authoritarianism. Create a situation that brings fear that only you can save them from. Fear keeps people in line, and it motivates conformity, and it allows you to be the savior. Strategy number 4. Controlling the narrative is essential. You have to own the ideas. Hide what's really going on. Control all the information and spread the narrative of your own choosing. This is mostly done by changing the definition of words, by creating sound bites designed to deceive, by denying everything you want to hide, and creating a narrative, it doesn't matter whether it's truth or lies, of what you want it to be. And see, that way freedom and safety can be manipulated, and they are just illusions created by propaganda. Even lies and bad ideas can be manipulated to sound true and virtuous. See, fascism wins if they can train us to deny our own thoughts and feelings and instead think and feel theirs. Okay, the fifth strategy of totalitarianism is make sure you control the courts. If you have the courts in your pocket, they will be an asset to your cause. After all, it's not about justice, but about getting your way and skewing the narrative. All right, strategy number 6. Use technology under the guise of helping people, but really use it to spy on them as a means of control. Better yet, reward them for spying on each other. Make it sound noble, either for their own safety, for their good, or as a matter of national security. If they are really patriots, they will do this. Strategy number 7. Create a symbol that gives the appearance of something they value or mimics something they respect, but give it a false message. Symbols can have great power. Misdirection and deceit, properly done, can earn not only submission, but also compliance. And the 8th, and the last one I'll talk about this morning, is to deal with the opposition. Use 2 methods. A, take away enough of their rights and freedoms to stir them to criminal activity. Then you can justify action against them. And B, sow enough discord among the population to get them to turn on each other. Create a mob mentality. Fear leads to violence. And if you can get them to suppress the opposition themselves, your job is all that much easier. There you go, totalitarianism in a basket. And at this point, you can do whatever you want. You have tamed and trained the people, and you are in total control. And that's how you do it. Does any of that sound familiar or help you to recognize anything? Think about it.